Marisol Delgado has been added to the ship roster and has claimed her quarters. This unit has also been informed by Agent Delgado that she is not presenting the Valerie unit. The latest and greatest in a line of Earth Directorate support. The Valerie unit is the exclusive property of the Earth Directorate and is not intended for civilian or commercial use. Attempting to ride this unit in order to replicate the experience of flight is... This unit, do you have any other queries, Commander? Searching mission parameters. One moment. Search error. Arcadia Colony contact. DeVries, Augustine. Do you have any other queries, Commander?
A short-range transmission just came in from Zeb. Sounded urgent. He's requesting we meet him at the tomb of the Matriarch, here on Praetor. It's where the Matriarch and First Sovereign are buried, supposedly. Zeb left out the mission parameters, probably worried his message might be intercepted. Not unfounded, given the Protectorate presence on Praetor. He did say he'd reach out to us again if he needed help. Reckon we should take it as a compliment. Zeb doesn't trust easy. Anyway, I'd really like to go, if there's time. Much obliged. The sooner we can rendezvous at the tomb, the better. Got the sense that whatever's going down, it's happening now.
That screams experimental rift lab facility to me.
Protectorate control of Praetor has largely been achieved through the maintenance of a... blockade. A survey of Praetor indicates there may be an alternate route past the blockade via the Automech factory.
Lay down fire! vulnerabilities identified. Resorting to violence. Combatant scared. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Have a fix on their weaknesses. I'm not clear what that roar signified, but whatever issued it sounds fierce.
for Niles. Your arrival cannot be more timely. After the events of Paradise Island, I could think of no one more suited to conduct a surgical strike of this nature. I'm, glad to see you again as well, Niles.
Gotta say you had me worried. The message you sent sounded serious.
Then I composed it accurately. To the task at hand. We are standing before the tomb of the matriarch. Few are invited to tour its halls, and even fewer know of its greatest secret. For any subject, visiting the matriarch and First Sovereign's resting place is the pinnacle of empty social achievement. But the tomb's corpses are its least important feature. The intelligence my friends risked all to acquire revealed a vault in its lowest level containing the matriarch's body of work, hidden from the public. Who knows what technologies the Protectorate is withholding? If the matriarch was the genius she's purported to be, the skip drive cannot be the entirety of her inventions. Whatever technological advancements may be sequestered here, the goal is almost certainly to keep the populace of Arcadia subservient to the pernicious whims of its governing body. But not for much longer. We are going to liberate any and all of the matriarch's research, whatever it may be, and distribute it to the people. Reaching the vault will be no simple task. There are likely to be unforeseen security measures to contend with, though hopefully nothing too obstructive. We must first gain entry to the security room, however. Once there, I should be able to access more information about the lower level's layout and potential.
I can see a half dozen points of failure, but bad odds ain't...
Glad we're operating under the same... We're unlikely to have another chance like this. We must follow through now that They'll be taking up strategic positions to guard the entrance and watching for any stray Protectorate patrols. We'll move more swiftly in fewer numbers. Slim chance of that. I'll not assign a task to others that I'm
Color me surprised.
After you. Stay close and keep silent. The less attention we draw, the better. By the matriarch, there weren't supposed to be visitors today. That sentinel and dosage are gonna put splinters in our plan if they're not dealt with.
You hang back here. The commander and I'll take care of this.
Gladly. I'll rejoin you once the path is clear.
Whoa, to have the matriarch taken from us before her time.
Actually, the matriarch passed at the impressive venerable age of 90, establishing Arcadia's precedent for longevity.
90? So young! Imagine what glorious inventions she could have conceived of with only a handful more years.
More ambulation, less aspiration. Not now. More ambulation, less aspiration.
grand paradigm.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say what.
Wait there. I'll come to you.
All hands, you just trigger. Run! That was a narrow shave. But let's continue. There should be a hidden entrance.
What did you need, Commander? All right.
The security room that we need to reach is nearby. Should be able to...
Unless this is about the mission. Can it wait? I'd have at least he had the good sense to call in the reserve. Yeah, maybe.
The security room that we need to reach is nearby. We should be able to disable that energy barrier from there.
Who goes? No one is allowed in here without the proper authorization. Ah, I see you have come armed. Intruders, then. I suppose you intend...
Damn, the head curator. I had hoped to slip in before his shift, but no matter. We cannot allow him to leave and raise the alarm. He must be dispatched, quickly.
Now hold on. I know we had to kill that fella with the Sentinel, but this man's unarmed. He's already surrendered.
I rather think that line has some blur...
How much of a fuss could this one fella cause, really? Come on, Zeb. No need to cut any...
Please, if secrecy's your concern, you may rely upon me to be the utmost...
Allowing him to leave would be a grave error of mercy, one we can ill afford in this place.
Yes, right. I have a family. Well, no, not as...
Do not allow these crabbled... This man is an instrument of...
I'm kin to the risks, Zeb.
Are you? Can you even fathom the indignity of having your every... My sister was made into a shadow.
Sorry, Zeb. I'm with the commander on this one.
You are merciful and wise. I will depart at once.
Let's hope the consequences of this decision... You and...
No going back from here. Not until we done what we came here.
Don't set foot in that room.
Yeah.
Over here, Commander. Reckon I found something that might be useful later. Have a look, Commander. With a little elbow grease and some inadvisable engineering, reckon I can finagle these. Who knows? Could come in handy. Just do 'em. Let's keep...
In spite of substantial efforts to prolong his life, my father's condition continues to deteriorate, both physically and mentally. It has been difficult to observe. His latest effort
Now
will
there
see
should
him
be 3
move
switches
an
on this room.
automechanical body.
When we pulled in the correct
Objective,
order,
of course,
the door
to
should open.
become some
If
chimera
I'm reading this
machine
right,
man.
the order is 1, 3,
Damn it. The automated security
Investigating a panacea. That's exactly the goal of my father that is likely to finish with time and
Adversary vulnerability
Identified.
Before you make a second attempt, I just found a logbook that indicates there are N-ray wires installed that may correspond with each switch. Perhaps that'll be useful. The code I originally supplied can still be relied upon. 132.
By my grandmother, I cannot abide the time this research into the rifts is taking. It has been years, and yet I am still absent my wife and daughter. I am still half home. The researchers swear it's possible to bring them back from the void. Perhaps those are only pretty lies intended to pacify me. But I trust Dr. Hurley to tell me the truth. I know the Consul wishes me to give up this obsession and focus on the war effort.
Wrong again.
But why should
The
I?
code is
Am I not sovereign of
132.
Arcadia? Should my desires not take priority?
Wrong again. The code is 132. Wrong again. The code is 132. Hard to see we're not overly impeded by this puzzle, but that vault door is quite the obstruction. Fortunately, there should be a code. No. Fuck! They changed it recently. That shouldn't have happened until next week. I'm certain I can diagnose the issue. Now that you've cleared the way, I'll come down and join you.
I might have something else that can get you into that vault, Commander. Does that seem a little off to you, Commander? That business with the curator. I'm glad Zeb stood down, but it was close. Well, turns out you were right about trusting my instincts. You
Nice. I was hoping for more.
Am I running hot, or was that a hint of worry I heard in your voice back there?
Alas, I neglected to pack the thermometer. This terminal should allow me to retrieve all the information stored here.
In times of darkness, we must hold our principles dear. I fear the longer
This cannot be right. There's nothing here save the designs for the skip drive. Not even initial concepts. 10 years in Arcadia and the matriarch invented nothing? And what's this about a deal with the Earth Directorate? We need to talk. Now.
Sorely misguided. Why close them when we can use them to Arcadia's benefit? It matters not what the Order thinks, what the doubters say. The architect bestowed us with the power of skip drives so that we may secure a perfect future. We must act with haste. I only ever wished for Henry to embrace his role as the caretaker of Arcadia, the savior of us all. But if he has chosen a different path, I will do as I must. And I must not fail.
I knew the Protectorate festered with lies, but I had no idea the Earth Director... Niles.
Slow up, Zeb. What are you talking...
It says your agency struck an agreement with the Matriarch over a cent in exchange for skip drives. Arcadia was allowed to completely govern itself with absolutely no outside interference.
What message? Why didn't you say...
If this information is true, then the Earth Directorate permitted the Matriarch to create a colony. Everything Arcadia is Oh, there's more. I thought I might find some technological innovation that could be handed to the Protectorate's enemies. But this... By releasing this information, we can thoroughly crush the image the Sovereign will be revealed as the unclothed emperor he is, erstwhile, giving the skip drive...
Downsides like how the skip drives are causing rifts? Yeah, I say that's worth a fret. Not to mention...
I was not aware of such a connection between rifts and the skip drives. But I have confidence the Order will... As for the Earth Directorate, don't you...
It's worth holding the Earth Directorate's feet to the fire for this deal, but plus...
Do you think the Protectorate stand... And should I refuse to leave it?
Whoa, I know...
Do you know... And you would have me what? Give up now, on the cusp of victory? Lay bare my throat for the Protectorate machine...
You remember what we argued about?
I've replayed it in my mind.
A lot's changed. But that hasn't.
Out of respect for my friend, I... will forestall the release of this information and seek another avenue to help liberate. I'll remain here for a while longer to cover our...
Guess this is goodbye. I want to talk it over with the commander, but... We should keep moving, Commander.
There they are! These are the ruffians who threatened me!
Hastening to cover! Refilling my weapon!
Extra scope for combatant analysis.
Damn it. Never should let that take go.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
What is it? Don't even know where to start with everything that happened in there. At least we were able to talk Zeb out of his plan to release Amal for sowing chaos in the Protectorate. With that kind of information, I understand his desperation. I expect backroom dealing from unregulated corporations, not from the only permission to speak candid, Commander. Strange ain't easy having to decide between your He's the damnedest. Augustine still owes a debt to us. And the rest of the gang. That's some reckon time will decide the heroes from villains in this tale, but it's gonna be hard to forgive. Deep down, I'm still convinced the galaxy is better with something has to. All said, I appreciate you giving me the space to work through this. Likewise.
No combatant on my scope.
On your command.
Combatant scan.
Attention, Commander. There may be valuable parts at this location that can improve this unit's functionality. Performing a thorough search of the Automech factory is advised. Should you wish to maximize
Setting up my operation.
likely the desired parts are being stored somewhere on the ground floor.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Combatant scan. Proceeding to attack. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Replenishing my firearm.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Sustain the system. Restoring the balance.
I have a fix on them.
They manufacture one. Ideal drivers.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Guns locked and loaded. Just get the signal.
Combatant scan.
Maintaining perfection.
want to wager there's something in there for Val we can use?
Hey now.
Enter your belt. Lock the stock.
Check your scope.
Contact lost. Come upon me a seeking cover.
Vulnerabilities identified.
Even after everything that's happened, I wouldn't change a thing. Not if it meant missing out on working with you. If you...
Mobilizing.
Improving position.
Combatant scan. I have a fix up. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Quickly moving to cover.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Large simplified. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Combatant scan. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Replenishing my firearm.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Defensive let's reload. They covet our due bounty.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Yeah.
I fear I must spare myself to mental refreshment.
Combatant scan.
Protectorate personnel. Only beyond this point. Leave immediately. If you are not of the Protectorate, you are this unit's enemy. Preparing to unleash disproportionate amount of ammunition on unresponsive bystander.
Hostilities are afoot. Yeah. Rifts devoured everyone here, or they're all waiting to spring out at us.
Attention, IRC staff. Please head inside for an important announcement from the console. Attendance is mandatory.
Something is afoot.
At least we know where everyone went. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Due to an anomalous event, the interstitial hall and exhibition tower is off limits for the foreseeable future to any and all non-essential personnel. All requests to view the prototype rift anomaly modulator are hereby suspended for the time being. Please direct all further queries and study petitions to the lead researcher's office.
Huh.
Subjects, listen well. Days ago, our beloved sovereign, in his infinite wisdom, submitted himself to mental refreshment to strengthen his resolve for the good of all. At his command, I, Emery Thoreau, now accept the responsibility of shepherding you through these dark times until our sovereign's blessed return. I shall not take this duty lightly, for I address you today not as the consul, nor even as your new leader, which I am, but as a simple man who wants nothing more than to defend his home and his neighbors. But I cannot do it alone. Some may
Wonder how long ago the Order predicted this. Assume the presiding bishop. Bishop's been keen to the possibility for some time.
The bravery of our once and future sovereign. So dry those tears and call upon you to stand tall with renewed zeal. Together, we
Resorting to violence.
Enemy intercepted.
They're operating at peak efficiency at all times.
Sleep in these conditions.
Enemy moving into harm's way. From me.
The console provides, the system abides.
That cover spot looks much friendly. Be a good neighbor.
Danger.
hate our contentment. The Protectorate endures. Target's taken lead. Main giving chase. Opting for caution. You can't fight contentment.
All it took was some light instruction. That restored a cup down to a grade my imperfection.
Anybody see him?
One rift anomaly modulator, as requested. Quite a quandary there, isn't it? Unless it can constitute a path out somehow.
subtle thief. Yes, you with the rift modulator. It's not every day that someone is fool enough to break into the interstitial reconfiguration. I'd be obliged if you would regale me with the tale of how you managed to get this far. I am Chief Valancourt, head of security for this fine facility. And to whom do I have the unexpected pleasure of conversing? Does such bravado norm? So be it. We can forgo civilities. I will await you with...
Mobilizing. Target analyzed. Bring down fire. Proceeding to attack.
The sovereign seemed especially perturbed. Frolic, prance, and shimmy to your heart's reasonable abandon? No, that's celebrating the downfall of our enemy.
Moving out a hostile.
Investigating hostile intentions.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Publicity. Cut weed.
Enemy moving into harm's way.
Back and scan. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Hostilities are afoot. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. On their weaknesses. Stun weapon ready, Commander. Target analyzed. Lay down. Target Analyze. Lay down fire.
What was...
Questioning of my aggression. Yeah. Yeah.
Now that you have the Rift modulator, any previously inaccessible rifts could be worth revisiting. Rifts may contain useful equipment and resources. However, due to the chaotic nature of reconstitution, some creative problem solving may be required in reaching them.
This month's winner of Andy's Jingle Contest TM is Factory Technician, third class JD Theory Corsair, who submitted the following audio recording.
I love Auntie. Yes, I do. Her hair is real, like a real hairdo.
doing good things. I'm behind you 110%.
You go on ahead. I'm shilly-shallying about what to do.
Society is based upon, not because we worship it, because the system's glorious efficacy. The Protectorate decide what its subjects get. We respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process of overbearing neighbors employ. Why 20 years? A new product to market when it can be enhancing people's lives now. As a responsible member of society, we allow you to take part in public product testing, respecting your right to risk a few pesky side
These rats are due for eating. Where are the ones bound for Plater? Hey, these cages are empty. Where's the rat handler in charge?
efficient and well-suited to the shifting needs of our populace. After all,
Whatever management pays.
Conversation is more possible at this.
Someone's looking for a promotion.
we took coordination. Needlessly assembled and vastly rebetted through artificial needs. At Andy's choice, we strive to be 110% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals. With Andy's choice. An artificial life is a life that's sweeter. Live a life that's sweeter. With Andy's choice.
Where'd you learn how to weld, anyway?
Item business is good. We have positive bit flow. Our portfolio is diversified. But we can always do better. I'll give it to you straight in my quarterly underperformance review. First up, excessive corporate malfeasance.
Moment of your time, Commander. Remember that matter on Cloister I mentioned earlier? Well, since we're here and might be hard to believe, but 20 or so odd years ago, I made a mistake. That for many years now, a former colleague of mine's been in a remote part. Her research was unconventional, surely. She was as well. Of course.
See that mighty tower there? Belongs to the archive. I bet she's just as impressive on the inside, too. I'll admit, the coup caught me on the back. Always figured the console for a power. Just think about all those posters of the pair of them that'll have to change now. Me? Rejoicing over a time. The Sovereign's misfortune is our gain, as far as I'm concerned. What? Where's this coming from? I do something to get it. Well, now that my ticker's restarted. Damn, it's cold as an icebox out here. Don't suppose huddling for warmth's an option?
I find your proposed time frame
Unaccountably so. But going any faster, growth. Oh, hello. Cogitate here often? Have an intellectually stimulating day.
Lovely day for differential geometry.
Have you at least determined the cause of the alloy?
Lovely day for differential geometry.
Heard that rift near the archive has destabilized. Must be a sign. The Protectorate's...
Agent, on behalf of the Order of the presiding bishop she's working in Belvedere Hall's Oh, yes. The vicar did ask me to direct you to him. How positively forgetful of me. The Artificer Laureate is head of the Department of Applied Scientism, overseeing the Oh, no, not at all. The presiding bishop routinely spends time. Of course, she does seem to be. The rest of the Laureate Council is capable. Look around you. I don't see a battlefield. Those in the garden have enough and you for recognizing such quality. But now, I fear I have kept you long. May all your problems proceed.
Time to see if the rumors about this place are true.
From the wireless.
A visitor. It's for the best that you're talking to me now instead of mid-work. But I suppose that's enough time spinning in the statements column. Speak away. What are you... Beck, if you're here, I imagine you aim to petition the presiding bishop for her support. Not if I cannot... A myriad of Once there was a bridge stretching from the settlement to the archive, but it was destroyed. I'll withhold...
We should collect...
When I first I've come to respect you, Commander. Not just as I'm glad. It was just not to get too maudlin, but don't. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. This can be a thankless job sometimes. Didn't want you going. Running with you reminds me of my old days with Zeb. The good times. Oh yeah? Was needling you. Fair point. Guess Horizon Point didn't all just before the invasion, at least. Not all. I appreciate the. Oh, and Val's been stalling. Spread worst. I was trying to teach myself. Well, I learned about 20 ways how. Triangle. Can't remember a time I didn't end the day all. And funny thing was, They didn't want to bring any heat down on anyone else, so I was then. The Earth, she was not, I liked her. And for sure was. They tried. I don't like feeling like I was adding to, no point missing something you never get. Even if, how about this? We ever make, oh yeah.
I always find I work best now. How might we be of use? I scarcely take time to engage. Specifically, a phlogistinated file. Great. I was just... if I had to dig for this, I generally prefer to keep discussion... Let's pinpoint what you and I can accomplish for the Order.
The Chamber of Conflict Evaluation and Strategic Planning is currently off limits to non-essential Order personnel.
Yeah.
Lift access is currently restricted. Keep moving.
Hey! Only at this time, residents of Laplace's garden are not permitted beyond this point.
Please direct any inquiries to the Artificer
admittance
Laureate.
without the Artificer Laureate's permission.
Let's pinpoint what you and I can accomplish for the Order.
Lovely day for a coup, dear. The only surprise about the Protectorate's console usurping the Sovereign's authority is it did not happen. May all our
Zeb always wanted to bring change to Arcadia, like you and I are doing now, Commander. Feels good to see some of those dreams realized. Sure, I always have.
Let's pinpoint what you and I can accomplish.
Well, this is a welcome confluence of events. Why, without you, Gertie and I wouldn't be alive. Shame about all the disorder. The negotiations had not been going as smoothly as I'd hoped, it's true. While making our escape, we encountered one of the renegades of my order, wounded and dying. He sought to unburden. He told us all about that terrible De Vries woman's plan, and theorized you must have stopped her. Well, I think that's what he said. There was quite a lot of gurgling. You have mine and Gertie's utmost gratitude for intervening. Had she... Officially, not at present. Gertie and I have kept up communication through back channels in the hope that the discussion... It is my earnest belief that this is the optimal course to chart for the Order, and for Arcadia. Though we could life-threatening situations have... To begin, I believe you... Once you've worked your way up to meeting our respective leaders, you must convince them to consider joining forces. Oh, really? Perhaps... Well, obviously you likely have to act as an intermediary between Ruth and Auntie, which will require some verbal finesse. Transplendent. Remember, seek out ways to help both sides, engender trust. In the meantime, I might recommend you work on honing your oratory skills. Our presiding bishop...
Smart researchers patronize the scientician's surplus. Quality goods at algorithmically determined prices.
Let's pinpoint what you and I can accomplish for the Order. Let's pinpoint what you and I can accomplish for the Order. Let's pinpoint what you and I can accomplish.
Hello, stranger. Mercenary. Pleased to make your I do so dearly love residing in a nest of traitors, waiting for them to capitulate, unable to aid. I cannot leave. My sovereign-given task is to bring, but now it seems as if I must also bring the Protectorate into its own fold. One deed at a time, Philo. I am not just anyone, though I suppose which would now include the Protectorate at large. Madness. Slant. I fear it is not so simple. Though many within the Protectorate still trust, they argue the law. Anyone who didn't side with the Sovereign will pay, sooner or later. You may count on it. Hate is an inact. I am here because the Sovereign has tasked me with bringing these wayward, pretentious Unfortunately, my time here has... I've proudly served the Protectorate my whole life. That but my hands quaver with age. List niceties are irrelevant.
Let's pinpoint what you and I can accomplish for the Order.
Not to pry, Agent Ibarra, but you appear to be suffering more discomfort than usual at the moment.
How'd you know? Most folks can't suss it out unless I'm looking.
Just an occupational habit, dear. I admit I'm accustomed to seeing the world through a lens of exploitable vulnerabilities. Meant no offense.
No offense taken, Marisol. Directorate trained me much the same. Ain't easy, is it? Always looking for weaknesses.
This month's winner of Auntie's Jingle Contest TM is Factory Technician 3rd
continuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals with Auntie's choice. An artificial life is a life that's sweeter. Live a life that's sweeter with Auntie's choice.
Came here because I heard Auntie's Choice was contracting. Then I heard about the job. Not for me.
Whatever management's paying you, worth it.
This unit's current work...
Word on the street is you're all fired goal-oriented.
Farewell.
The only position that fans us less.
Please have identification, transfer work, and a reasonable... You're not a transfer or visiting Auntie's Choice employee. I'll need to check your current standing with corporate affairs. Alrighty. Commencing review. Really? You're clearly a valued partner of Auntie's Choice. But your standing, all it requires is allowing us to affix an Auntie's Choice hollow advertorial inside your ship, so you can bear our messaging with pride and share it across Arcadia. Splendid. Should be ready next time you're back. Enjoy your time on the ACS Undisputed Claim. From there, make your way through the... This area is for client intake specialists only. Though, I admire your go-where-I-want attitude.
Auntie's Choice products. Wide range of goods for every budget, from the most extravagant to the most big-minded of customers. We have food and drink for every taste and meal
You have questions? We have answers. Anything you need to know about the welfare.
and sell you recipes for. We are also the parasite-free purple berries. Tranicular, arriving any moment now. Approaching station, client intake.
Just want to say good luck. We're all counting on you.
Tranicular. Still my favorite word.
Because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy, while the Protectorate decide what its subjects. We respond to what you want. The ACS Undisputed Claim is not only our corporate headquarters and flagship, it's the heart of our efforts to spread unbridled self-betterment and free trade across the galaxy. Our flagship also sports a bustling commercial promenade where you'll find a wide assortment of products, wares, and miscellaneous bric-a-brac from all Auntie's Choice departments.
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend to be handed down
Outsiders receive when they join up with Auntie's Choice? Let's take a look.
daredevil, self-determinist, or a hero of maritime. Auntie's Choice esteemed and valuable disposable agent, as an ITA. Live the life of an evocative allegory and
I'm sure this is impressive to someone,
bring Auntie Cleo's
but not me.
conglomerate
Oh, hey, think you dropped something?
Every day, so as our ITA, you may
It's the burning sensation on everyone's tongue and upper GI tract.
Plus,
All right,
Andy's family, your purchases
we
our perpetual growth and
put
fund
the
the
toxic in
unparalleled
intoxication.
to life all across the galaxy.
Who do you think's getting this big promotion?
Why do I feel like we're
My
about to meet
bits
some
are
of the
on
most
Orm's
meddlesome people in the world?
Quite an effective.
Attention, morally gray. Hello, daring self-determinivist, stalwart seeker of self. As an IDA, your assignments will be some of the most. IDAs help explore the wilds, plot our path, and shape the evolution of. And you can see her as soon as I'm finished. Now I'm finished. You'll find.
Well, wonderful to meet you. C.F. Pendergrass III, Strategic Reconfiguration. It's not every day. Well, it was those ill-fated peace talks that got you.
Yes, we've all kept.
Indeed. It is our pleasure to meet you, and I am beyond tickled to welcome you to. We need someone not shaped by Auntie's meritocracy. It serves its function, but a daring, non-conforming perturbation ameliorator to implement our monopolistic mercantile methodology plan.
More succinctly, we are recruiting an expert outside consultant.
Wonderful! This is the kind of wily adventure in self-determinism you will absolutely. Your first assignment demonstrates some of the very something unexpected.
If I understand correctly, they're having, something of a workforce. They've stopped working. The workers there simply stopped.
They expressed, and I know this is going to sound more than a bit strange, dissatisfaction.
Specifically, they stated, until we meet their demands. As though employees have a right to demand anything of their employers.
Marvelous! Knew you could. Though do use caution. We don't know what sort of virus or brainwashing might have infected their minds. Wonderful! You'll go to Praetor, meet the plant's overseer, and mediate an end to this lunacy.
I have zero doubt Auntie and I will be completely impressed by your efforts. Unless you disappoint, in which case I will disavow that statement.
Well, hello again.
Because they've definitely come back just to see you.
Good luck, my ameliorator. Remember, you can't spell heinous ascetic without Auntie's choice.